So today we're going to be working a little bit with some of the shapes that we see within the piece. We're going to be building some of those shapes. Right now I'm building off of the erase marks that we made before. So we know the angles, we're just trying to get the values in, starting to find those values and shade them in. I'm looking at where those shapes relate on the glass compared to the top opening of the glass as well as I work. And I keep just tweaking the lights and darks. This is going to almost fit together like a puzzle. We've talked about that before. All of these little pieces are going to fit together like a puzzle. And so it's just like putting a puzzle together. Sometimes you have to try out different pieces and try them on different locations until you get things that fit. And your goal as an artist is to try to get as close as possible to that resource to get things to fit. Trying to get all those shapes in. You may have to like erase and tweak and do all of that to where you can get everything to fit. That's why I'm using really, really light sketch lines. I'm shading lightly because if I need to move it later, I don't want to stain the page to where I can't see it. Looking at where that shape lines up in correspondence with the top edge of my glass. That's how I found where it is. Just keep on double checking, kind of looking at spaces and how they relate, negative spaces and positive spaces as well. There's a lot of little textures over here that kind of add to the texture of the glass and the highlights in the glass. And if you looked at Janet Fish's work, you're going to see a lot of these kind of marks. When glass reflects, it's not just reflecting the water, it's also reflecting everything else in the room because that light is filtering through. I'm looking at the spacing and how they relate to the things that we've already put in. Sometimes you'll find that something that you put in before is wrong by putting in one of these lines. And all you do is just erase and fix. And usually when that happens to me, my drawing actually ends up being way better than it was in the beginning anyway. Like the detail becomes a little bit more enhanced. So even though it's a little bit more work, the end product is way better. Excellence is kind of like that. It's a lot more work, but your end product, it's much more rewarding to have an end product that is a quality piece. It's like that with sports. It's like that with everything, really. Anything you're building, anything you're creating,